What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Game of Thrones The Card Game 2nd Edition tournament brought to you by these awesome supporters who donate to the channel on patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. In this match we got Brennan playing Lannister, Banner of the Sun, against Rick playing Greyjoy Rains of Castamere. We got Rick on the left there with his Greyjoy Granite House card, and we have Brennan on the right playing Laney, Banner of the Sun. So we got the sad start of duped Victarion and an Iron Mines. I mean, it's not bad as long as your opponent's not running March to the Wall. But on the other side, we have the Tickler, Red Cloaks, looks like Ilya Sand, and a Great Hall. So let's hope Rick isn't marched into defeat here right off the bat.
There's Riddles action right off the bat. I've done it before. It works.
Will Rick open with Varys Riddle to do a double march, maybe, if his opponent does play march? Kind of level things out. So this is the Battles of Summerhall, round 1 of the Swiss. This is a triathlon tournament where Steve Cantrell put this tournament together, I believe. Thanks to Daniel Trouse for sending the video footage over. I was not at this tournament, but I'm going to be commentating one game from each round of Swiss. 5 rounds of Swiss. I got a couple games from the draft top 8. And then they had a melee for the final 4 to determine the winner. But there was corruption, or that didn't get filmed or something. But either way, I don't have the footage for the melee final. I just have a couple games from draft and 5 games from the Swiss. But those will be coming up here for you on this channel. And so subscribe, stay tuned for that. So they did a Swiss for the first 5 rounds. Then they cut to a top 8 where 8 people drafted and then played draft for 2 or 3 rounds, I believe. And then, like I said, melee in the top 4. So kind of a crazy tournament. A test of all your skills. So it looks like March to the Wall, as we thought on the other side, marching Victarion and the Red Cloaks. And then a late summer feast, 9-0-1 plot there. Big goal, trying to recover from that march. And get something going. So that's too bad on the setup there for Rick. I'm sure he took a mulligan and tried to get something better. Or maybe he got greedy, and that's what he was stuck with. But at least he set up 3 cards and get to draw into 3 more cards. So let's see if he can make that 9 gold work. It's too bad he didn't have an economy location there instead of an Iron Mines to get going. And it looks like since he did lose initiative 8-0, he is going first at the choice of his opponent. We have an Iron Realms Fishmonger used to reduce a Greyjoy character right off the bat. And we get Euron Greyjoy.
Maybe the best guy.
He's got a Rose Road for his limited to help him out next round. He's got 2 gold left still. Be nice if he can get 1 more body on the board. And he does in Wexpike.
That's me.
No gold left. Over to the Lannisters for their marshalling. They got 4 gold and a Great Hall. And now Western Fiefdoms. And we have a Lannisport Merchant. Another Weenie Chud to help reduce a Lannister character by 1. Uh-oh, we got Great Hall. Lannister Chud. He's going to spend all 4 to get a 7 bomb out there. We got Tywin coming. We got Cersei coming. Mountain. Who do we got? And it looks like it's Big Daddy Tywin giving some economy boost next round. So Great Hall, Western Fiefdoms, Lannisport Merchant, and Tywin out there pumping the Laney economy already on turn 1.
Your challenges.
And got to march 6 gold of his opponent's cards away off of his setup there with Victarion. So economically, he's doing all right.
No gold. No gold, unfortunately.
Assuming we don't just have a Valor next turn that kills Tywin. See Wildfire, I believe, in the scheme deck. Yes, this is Rains. So Wildfire, that was his scheme deck there. I think he's looking through. So we saw Wildfire. I didn't see what else he had there, but trying to figure out these Greyjoy Rains schemes. See if he can flip into something if he wins that intrigue. Or maybe he can get a couple characters knelt on the other side to stop the threat of the Rains of Castamere trigger. going to be tough against this Lanny deck. They have a lot of characters with intrigue, especially Banner of the Sun. Sure, you might have Arion or Nymeria in there.
She can give someone stealth if I lose twice. It's pretty good. Can be good. Too good.
So if you guys haven't watched it all, we completed our Canadian Nationals coverage on the channel. It's on a playlist under Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube. You can go check out the Canadian Nationals playlist. We've got live streams in there. Lots of commentated matches from the Swiss, the cut, all the way to the best of 3 finals. Go check that out.
5.
Like I said, more games from Battles of Summerhall coming, so stay tuned for that. I'll throw that up in a playlist so you guys can watch the rest of the videos I posted from the series. I have some L5R coverage coming from a local tournament where I recorded 4 rounds of Swiss. And I'll be heading to Worlds. While you're watching this, I probably already am at Worlds, playing right now in Thrones or L5R. And I'll hopefully get some videos from the cuts of those games. Maybe some Swiss games. We'll see how crazy and packed it is in there. If I can even get my camera equipment in there to record during the Swiss. But try to come back with some coverage for you guys from Worlds. So subscribe to the channel. That's free. Stick around. Hit that little notification button to be alerted when new videos get posted, and you won't miss any of them. So looks like military there with Wex Pike just kills the Lannisport Merchant, goes unopposed, puts some power on the house card of the Greyjoy player, draws a card for the Lannister player. He doesn't mind losing challenges, getting that late summer feast draw, and putting that power on the house card, just something for the Lanny player to steal when it's his challenges. So now you debate doing a challenge here with the Greyjoy, or with Euron Greyjoy. Nothing to steal in the discard pile, I don't think at this time. I think it's just that red cloaks there that was marched. He doesn't have any gold to use a We Do Not So if he's sitting on it for an unopposed. I don't think it'll be unopposed. He doesn't want to let the Greyjoy player get a range trigger off, so I'm sure the Lanny player will throw some defense in there. And that's just what I think he has to do, is put the pressure on his opponent. If he doesn't care about his hand, he'll let this go unopposed, and he'll have 3 characters come back. And he's given stealth out with the Elia Sand, so he could throw some stealth there just in case. I mean, doesn't really need the stealth right now with everyone knelt. So he's going to block for 3. He's getting the card draw off late summer feast, so it prevents the range trigger.
So claim? Reaction. Yeah.
And stealth on the Tickler there from Elia Sand's ability. And a copy of Tywin? Oh, he must have drawn it off the plot. I was thinking, why is that not out on the board on Tywin? Oh, there's a Jaime off the top of the deck. So no, nothing to steal out of the discard pile from Euron Greyjoy here yet. And now over to Lannister player for his challenges. He's got Tickler and Tywin. Can both win either challenge he wants.
Let's see. Plenty of options. I do have options. How many cards do you have? 5? 5. Oh, that's good. I will go with 6 power for the hell of it, stuffing.
So 6 power. He's got stealth off Elia. Tywin's coming in. Stealth and Euron. Should go unopposed. Claims the only power that was on the house card of the Greyjoy player and gets a renown on Tywin. So 3 power to that.
I think I will take Dom.
He's going to pass, take Dom, and use Tickler in the dominance phase.
That's a good one.
And gets a Lordsport Shipwright. Looking to hit Greyjoy, Euron, maybe Wex Spike there off that, and Iron Mines would have been nice, but I don't know. I probably would have done the challenge. I probably wouldn't have done a power challenge there. Probably would have done military, kill the Lordsport Shipwright, cut more into the economy of the Greyjoy player, set him up to keep the pressure on, and then hit his hand of 5 cards with an intrigue challenge. What I would have done there, just to reduce the options for Rick next round, but Lanny player's playing that new Martell event there. He just discarded 4 reserve, since March doesn't have the highest reserve out of the plots for sure. I think it's only a 5.
What's up?
I would have left Jamie. That's what happens when you draw sometimes.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
You just still do that. See? It's not what I would have discarded.
I pulled the dupe for him.
Yeah, I know. That was. I
You
drew
the-
that.
You drew the
That's
third
how
one
I drew
down.
it.
You drew the third one, though, so you're good.
Maybe I did. Maybe
I draw Valor right off.
So we have Time of Plenty into Summer Harvest. So the Laney player is going to get 7, 8 gold off the plot plus Tywin. So nice econ drop on both sides, really. But they're both going to draw 3 cards off the Time of Plenty. So seeing that Dornish Revenge was discarded during taxation there, that is the reaction Martell event. After you initiate a challenge, choose a character controlled by the defending player. That character must be declared as a defender for this challenge if able. If you win this challenge by 5 or more strength, the losing opponent must choose and kill the defending character.
Trigger.
Nice. Good trigger.
So interesting event. Came out,
Good stop,
I
yeah.
believe, 2 packs ago, and the one with the new Red Viper.
Didn't want to rush you out of something. You
No. I mean,
So I don't know what strength buffs he's got, or maybe he's playing the icon removing attachments to reduce his opponent's options of defending, so then he wins challenges by higher strength.
gold.
8, 9, 10 gold.
Cards in hand.
Or maybe he just plays Tywin out there, gets tons of economy, and then just boosts Tywin up with his gold ability. Who knows? We'll see here. But that's an interesting event. I'm curious to see why he's playing that and what else he's bannering here. But I guess Elia Sand helps too with the stealth. So we're seeing some of the synergy already.
9. 9.
So we got Littlefinger Marshal there on the Greyjoy side. An Iron Islands Fishmonger used to reduce another Iron Islands Fishmonger. Sure, that Littlefinger was played to just get some more cards, maybe find some dupes or some saves.
8, 9, 10.
At least set Rick up for the future a bit. We got another Western Fiefdoms here on the Laney side. Some more economy. Steady flow of limiteds.
Hey, you got it.
4.
And another 7 cost bomb dropped here in round 2. It is the Mountain, Sir Gregor Clegane. So that'll help with the strength buff. So I'm sure that Martell event gets played nicely with the Mountain coming on military challenges. And we got a Spear Maiden. So that works with the whole theme. So she chooses like a defender. If she can win the military challenge by 5 or more, the opponent has to choose that guy for claim, I think. I think that's what she's doing. It's been a while since I've seen her played. I think the last time I've seen her in a competitive game was December 2016-ish. So almost a year ago.
I tend to do that with
Power challenge.
one single power. With gold, with all that stuff. You're great.
So Lordsport Shipwright coming in on the big 1 strength power challenge here. Laney player assessing the situation.
Bunch of craziness.
Does he defend the Chud challenge? Does he let it go unopposed with 2 gold sitting on the Greyjoy player's plot card there? Which could be a Weed or Not So. Trying to hit that Great Hall. I'm sure he's eyeballing that to try to steal that with Euron. That would be juicy for him to help him get some of his characters out on the board.
No reactions.
Oh, interesting. Okay, my reaction, I'm going to give...
So it does go unopposed. No reactions, though. But there is a reaction on the defense. Elia Sand gives the Mountain Stealth. Which now I see how Dornish Revenge can easily start working with this deck. This is a pretty interesting Lannister deck here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's nice to see that Lanny Stag deck doing well in Canadian Nationals, and then now a Lanny Sun deck here in this tournament. Much better than all the Lanny Rains decks I've been seeing in all the tournament videos or playing against at tournaments over the last, I don't know, a few months, a year. So this tournament was played at a store in Duluth, Georgia, called the Wasteland Gaming. So good on them for having these guys there and letting Steve run this crazy tournament with the crazy rules. I know Jesse Carpenter of the podcast The Wars to Come was at this tournament, and you can listen to him and Chris Thompson, I believe, both hosts on that The Wars to Come Game of Thrones LCG podcast. You can hear them describe their adventure at this tournament. So go listen to that podcast, subscribe to it. It's good stuff. Also, Gen Con National Champ Alex Black is a host on that one. But I don't think he went to this tournament, but good podcast all around, so you guys should check that out. Yeah, it's pretty interesting that a game can be played, an LCG that's only a couple years in, already has a draft format, a multiplayer format with melee and the regular jousts. All pretty well done, I think. And it's cool that there's that many different ways to go the game, and they're very different. Each one are played very different, I find. They're way different feel. So the fact that somebody can go in here and do well at all of them and win definitely is pretty interesting.
Good. Yeah, you got it.
So it looks like Tywin and Ilya blocking an intrigue there. And Tywin getting renown. Mountain still standing. So is the Spear Maiden. I'm a little scared for Rick here. He does have that Iron Mines, but hopefully he has another save. That Mountain Trigger, if he's got that event, and also the Spear Maiden, we could have some trouble here for Euron. And he'll have to deal with Claim. I mean, it might have been better for him. I'm not sure, but it might have been better not running in to do challenges where Ilya's giving out stealth. But then again, you have to deal with Mountain, Tywin, Spear Maiden, and even Tickler coming in on a military, and only having Euron and Wex isn't going to be enough to really stop that, but at least you don't have to deal with the stealth. So you have the option of putting some dudes in. So it makes Brennan have to overcommit maybe, but I think he'd be fine with that. So that's it. Over to the Lannister player for his challenges. Mountain and Spear Maiden coming in.
14 military reaction. If I win by 5 more, you must claim.
So Wex has been stealth. Euron has to be chosen for claim if the Lanny player wins by 5.
Actions?
No, none.
Okay.
And he does. No Iron Mines.
You must claim him. Cool.
Why is he not playing Iron Mines? What's going on here? Maybe he's going to Valor next anyway?
Renown.
Yeah, I think he's got a Valor next.
Pillage. Kill him again. Sure. Just for the hell of it.
He's dead.
And we'll have dominance be a push because we're both 2-2. I will do my dominance action. Oh, I guess that's good.
So it looks like the Mountain got another Euron off the top of the deck. I think what has just happened there.
I have 5, I believe.
No, maybe not.
7, 8. I'm chucking 1.
So it looks like they're going to taxation. Lannister player is up 6-2. But I'm going to bet we have a Valor coming up next turn from the Greyjoy player, telling that he just killed Euron like that. He doesn't want to keep Euron on the board and have to still deal with Tywin and Mountain and Spear Maiden. That needs to stop.
They're all limited.
So we do have Valor into Cannon Coppers. So the Laney player is not going to have the greatest economy, but he's digging, looking for answers.
I think I'll need to go first.
Okay.
So, claim everybody first. And I'm going to draw 3.
So empty board of characters here. 3 cards drawn on the Lannister side. Are we going to see a Ghost of Harrenhal played on the Laney side of things, bringing Tywin back in? I didn't really see him sort out his dead pile as he put it away there. But I'm sure Tywin Lannister should be sitting on top.
Plenty of econ.
So 2 gold, Great Hall, and 2 Western Fiefdoms to work with here. And he doesn't have to worry if he just puts out one bigger dude. He doesn't have to worry about claim right now. But if he does let a range trigger go through, that could be flipped and add claim. But Rick is only getting 3 gold to work with. So Tyrion's going to help for sure if he can generate some gold, get another ambush character in, protect from a possible march.
3 gold.
3 gold.
So good.
There should be 3 gold to work with. We got a second Iron Mines put into play.
And I am going to pass.
Wow, dude.
Hit
What a
it.
day. What a day.
Yeah.
All right, so we do intrigue, kind of tie down, maybe get rid of cards. 'Cause you have too many cards anyway, right?
So yeah, Rick is going to get hit by a low reserve here on Valor and have to dump a bunch of the cards he has in hand there. Wasn't able to play any characters.
Okay.
So we could see Tyrion just run in and grab that. But there is power to claim. So he could go in on a power challenge, try to get some unopposed power. But if he's got a Burnman in hand, he's going to want to do that intrigue to generate gold off Tyrion to get that Burnman into play. And then he can do a military and get some unopposed, have another character out there to protect from the March to the Wall.
What a thing that's happening right now.
Which is maybe also why Rick didn't play a character, unless he just couldn't. So we do have an intrigue here with Tyrion.
Intrigue. To get the
And 2 gold generated on the Lannister side of things.
That's why I bet.
So no defenders, got some unopposed bonus gained.
Yeah, burn man.
And it looks like 8 cards in the hand, a Lannister player, and he gets a...
This one.
That's the one.
I totally forget what they're called, but it's a 4-cost Greyjoy one that gets buffed by 2 strength off of Bestow gold.
I'm gonna kneel my faction. I'm gonna play the Iron
Silence
Man
his crew, I believe.
That's cool. You're gonna cancel it. Still goes back to hand.
So we have Iron Bank has his due, returning Tyrion back to hand to try to gain 5 gold. So he can play some other stuff out. But Hand's Judgment played. Tyrion still goes back to hand, but he doesn't get the gold.
Yeah, I'll cancel
You
it.
still want to cancel it.
And yeah, he sounds like he was trying to save him from that march to the wall.
Right. All right, but you stopped it, so we both have 2 gold.
Yep. So Dom is a push.
Oh yeah, he only has 2 gold because he spent 1 on the Iron Mines. That's why he only has 2 gold left there.
I got 6. So I got a
Chuck 1.
sayonara for 1. I don't think the We Do Not Sow is really doing me a lot of work.
Oh, you were gonna do it one time.
I should have hit there, but
But you were gonna cancel the put to the sword. I think is what you were thinking.
yeah, that is what I was thinking.
Makes sense.
Hindsight.
Empty board.
So no characters on board again here. Hopefully the Greyjoy player has something he can play with some decent economy to get some characters on the board. It's kind of been fighting on the back foot ever since that marched on the setup there. So we have Barring the Gates into Ghosts of Harrenhal. So he is playing Ghosts. He's trying to get Tywin back in play, I'm assuming, or the Mountain. And that's not going to happen off Barring the Gates.
Shoot.
We'll choose first player though.
I think I still have to be first.
Yeah.
So neither of them get to put characters into play. But only 2 gold for the Lannister player and his 2 Western Fiefdoms in Great Hall. But Barring the Gates is 5 gold, plus he gets +1 off the Rose Road. So he's going to have 6 to work with at least. Maybe he can get something going here. So that's going to prevent ambush too on the Lannister side, I believe, Barring the Gates does. And there's Tyrion back into play, using all the economy.
You got more gold than me.
No gold?
No gold.
I counted 6.
6 gold.
So a free Iron Fleet Scout there put into play. It's going to buff some strength. He just needs a character to actually buff.
Right, +1, +2 if you're first. Yeah.
And we got 6 cost Aeron Dampere.
And Dampere.
And that's going to be it. He's looking like he wants to get a range trigger off. He can't stop Tyrion stealthing in, but at least he can hit back using that Iron Fleet Scout. Maybe get a range trigger off.
What are we doing here? All right. Well,
It's unopposed, whatever you want.
So we got an intrigue, getting 2 gold here, stealthing Aeron Dampere, going unopposed.
I'm gonna get that in a minute. Stealth him. So it's
And gets a Hand's Judgment out of hand on the intrigue claim.
Hand's Judgment.
like he's spending 2 gold for a burn man.
Burned men.
Probably get rid of one of those iron mines.
Felt like having no characters on the board.
And we got the 2 strength military coming in with the burn men.
So 2 military. Is that unopposed as well?
And that is going to be unopposed. So another unopposed power gain. We got 6 on the Lannister side for power.
Unopposed, claim.
And he's looking through his scheme plot deck here, trying to figure out what to do. He's got wheels within wheels, power behind the throne, wildfire.
Way too many. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know what else is there.
7, 8, 9.
You could stand Aaron Dampere, get 2 challenges out of him. If he's playing, yeah, he's going to save him with Risen from the Sea. Give him a +1. That puts him in range of triggering Rains there without using that Iron Fleet Scout even.
All right, your challenges.
Yeah, he's got Filthy Accusations in there. Just don't know what that last one is at the back. Varys Riddle, maybe? But I don't think he wants to trigger Ghosts. Depends what's there on the other side. We can't see. Oh, it would bring in a little finger on this side of things, but... Oh, yes, they caught the no ambush right now because barring the gates. I already said that I should have caught that. But Rick notices, he realizes, so that's not happening. They take it back. So he gets 2 gold off the intrigue. No claim happens. He gets the Risen back in hand. And they do a little rewind here.
So you did the intrigue, you did the hand's judgment, you pulled the hand's judgment.
That's where we're at. I'm sorry about that, buddy.
Not a problem. So you're taking Dom.
Yeah, it is Red Wedding there at the back, I believe.
Sit here.
Yeah, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh,
But he has no way to do a second challenge here to kill Tyrion.
Maybe it was a bad thing to bring him out.
I don't think.
We did it.
There's no gold. So he's going to do the intrigue for 5, get 2 more gold off Tyrion. No Hound ambushing in, no Burnmen yet, until he flips Rains and gets rid of that barring the gates. I believe then that's turned off, and then it's the Wild West. They can all ambush characters in all they want.
anything I really actually want to do here.
Sounds like Wheels Within Wheels is what he's thinking of playing here.
That.
That's so good.
Problem is, he covers up that bar in the gates. That's not a good thing, I don't think, but could get that Burnman into play. Really, he could just stand. I think use the stand plot, stand Aaron Dampere, and then come in on an unopposed power challenge unless the Hound's in hand. But then you have the Hound coming in. That's not how barring the gates works. If you cover it up with Rains, I believe it turns it off. If not, let me know in the comments below. And let future viewers of this video know if I'm messing anything up.
Well, maybe not. I have too many cards.
I guess I gotta start. Just gotta use them, right?
So Wheels Within Wheels, at least you can search for maybe a save
Alright.
or We Do Not Sow or something. You can't do the We Do Not Sow right now. He has no money for it. But he's going to search the top 10 cards for an event or X events, reveal them. And it's a Nightmares.
Nightmares. Nice. So you didn't find any more? That's weird that you can say that you only found 1.
It just says
Yeah, I know. Like
for any number of events.
But you could be like, I only saw 1.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can reveal as many as I want to.
it's weird that you don't have to reveal your whole thing. That's fine though. And then it's unopposed. Well, let's see. Maybe take that burn man away from me.
Yeah. I don't know if you need that burn man in hand.
And he grabs Castle Rock on the intrigue claim. Should be allowing the Lannister player to do 2 intrigue challenges, but... So Dominus goes to the Lannister player. That's going to be it. He doesn't ambush a Burnman in here, which is strange. Maybe he didn't realize that Bar in the Gates was covered up now, but like I said, I could be wrong. That effect could be lasting, but I don't think so. I believe once you cover it up, it's fair game.
Did you win, Chris? Yeah. Nice.
Tough
So 6-3 right now for the Lannister player.
Okay.
Oh, it seems like some taxation discards are happening here. On the Lannister side, he's getting rid of 4 cards. 2 more of that Dornish's Revenge event, so all 3 are in the discard pile, I believe.
Okay.
He did get rid of a Burnman, I think.
Perfect. I'm ready when you are.
And we have Wardens of the West into Counting Coppers.
Here's worst player.
I totally forget what Wardens of the West does. Don't see that one much either. Oh, man. Brennan playing some interesting cards here.
I think I want to go first.
Okay.
You draw 3, then you draw 2.
Yep.
Sorry, it's not Wardens of the West, it's Lines of the Rock. After the challenge phase begins, gain 3 gold. 4-4-1, obviously unique to, or loyal to Lannister. 6 reserve.
Little finger for Tywin.
So I have a Dupliterian. I usually do this, but if you want, I could do that. I just think it's
So Brennan here is playing his duplicates a little out of the ordinary, putting them upside down, kind of like Arya Stark style. And he's letting his opponent know it is a dupe, so he can notice it, I guess, with the bright white sleeves, and remember it's there. And Rick's okay with that.
Good.
keeping 2 gold.
Kind of annoying.
So he's got 2 gold saved for, what's his ability? I forget his name.
This is like low characters. Good job, Greyjoy.
I don't know why. I can't draw in any econ, which is just.
It is a Janos Slint. He's got the 2 strength. He's got intimidate. His action, you can pay 1 gold to give Janos Slint plus 2 strength till the end of the phase. So we could buff him up to a 6 and then do some intimidate going first. Definitely helps with that. So another low gold plot here played on the Greyjoy side of things. See, he has a little Theon in hand that he can get into play. But he's going to have to deal with Intimidate. He's going to have to deal with Claim. He's got those Iron Mines to back him up. We know he's got a Risen from the Sea in hand. So little Theon should be safe. And the cool part is, after he saves, he could stand due to having Aeron Dampere out there. After a character is saved, you can kneel it or stand it.
Alright. Let's see it.
And he triggers his plot, gets that extra 3 gold there at the start of the challenges phase. So now Janos Slint can be buffed even more. As there is not a limit on that, just the limit of gold. So we got an Intrigue challenge of 2 coming in there from Janos Slint, who gets 2 gold off of Tyrion's trigger. So he can go as high as he wants to go here with Janos to kneel whichever character he wants. He just has to win by 4 to kneel down Aeron Dampere. It's not going to go in on the military. He does not want to get in that save position, I guess.
You're just going to boost.
But he could bomb in a Hound or a Burnman and then push a military through and force that save and stand effect. We'll see. 2 Risens from the Sea in hand. He's got Dagmar hiding in there. I think King Balon in hand. Just waiting to get around to another econ plot, I'm sure, and then he can play some of these characters on the board.
So we will pose.
We spent a gold to put Janos up by 2. And again. So he's at 6 now, so he should win by 2 and be able to kneel Theon. But he's going to put the scout in there to give a +1, so he has to spend 1 more gold to do it again. Down to 4 gold left.
And then
Still got room for the.
Lane first.
And here comes on the Intrigue Claim. Grabs a Risen from the Sea. And then he's going to intimidate Theon, of course.
And intimidate. And then
Now Tyrion should be able to come in on an unopposed power challenge. Oh, he's going to spend 4 gold. We have the Hound coming in. It is the Hound, yes. We hear Brennan drop him in there. Comes in on a power challenge of 6.
Power.
Not sure why it's not a military. I don't know what's happening here.
It is unopposed.
So force reaction.
But he does put the Hound back to hand on the forced reaction. Goes unopposed, takes a power. I guess he doesn't want to have a character stand off the military save. He's playing very well around Aaron Dampere, I guess. I don't know. I say make him burn his saves. Who cares if he stands a dude, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know. What do I know?
Just 5 makes me sound like a punk. Let's see.
And we have Gossip and Lies into confiscation. So Gossip and Lies is a 3/8/1. Each character you control does not kneel when declared as an attacker in the first intrigue challenge you initiate during the challenge phase, and it has 5 reserve.
4, 6.
And it looks like he is going first, puts Jaime Lannister out there.
Sitting on 2.
Sitting on 2.
So Jaime can come in on the military, not have to kneel. Then they all don't have to kneel on the intrigue challenge. And then you could have Tyrion coming in on the stealth. You could have Janos Slint throwing in his intimidate there after the intrigue challenge.
Sea tower.
A little gross.
Starting to get a little economy going.
And we finally have a sea tower on the Greyjoy side of things. And we saw a second Great Hall there put in on the Lannister side. So Lannister just killing it with economy here in this game, I think. Compared to the Greyjoy player, he's just really behind on it. And it's been hard for him to recover, playing a lot of low gold plots. 3rd Iron Mines, though, he's going to be able to recover from a nice Valor, I'm sure, and keep his characters in on the military. The only problem is they're all getting knelt out, and he's losing many challenges. He's down 9-2. Nightmares on Janos Slit. Doesn't have to deal with the Intimidate here. Maybe you can turn it around, come back and hit with some challenges.
He doesn't kneel. No one kneels. Yeah. Coming with a big intrigue.
So he has a second Nightmares. He's going to Nightmares Tyrion. So no Tyrion stealth, no Tyrion gold generation here. So 2 Nightmares. Rick trying to get something going here.
Okay, well, it's still 5, 9.
Looks like he's counting across on his intrigue strength. First intrigue challenge says 11 he could come in with.
Don't have stealth.
Oh, he doesn't have stealth. You're right. Thank you.
Okay.
So intrigue with 11. They're all coming in standing.
3.
And the Priest of Drowned God blocks for 3.
No reactions.
And he claims another Risen. Lots of characters still in the hand of Rick there. Maybe you can marshal some more of those out. Like I said, once he gets around the economy plot, he's got Rise of the Kraken in hand, which isn't a smart play right now. He needs to build a board of characters before he drops down a 3-cost location. Makes sense. And blocks the military with Little Theon on Jaime coming in, 5-strength military, 2 block. And we got claim, save on Little Theon, which is going to raise him off the effect unless it's treachery here. Oh, we could have a treachery on the Iron Mines, actually. But he would just play another one. So he's going to treachery the standoff Aaron Dampere. Makes sense, so Little Theon does not stand. And Jaime gets renowned for winning the military. So 10 power now on the Lannister side, 2 on the Greyjoy side.
Then I'm going to do...
And a power challenge with Tyrion, stealthing Aaron Dampere. That goes unopposed. So 12 power now on the Lannister side.
Power.
4-strength power challenge coming in from Aaron Dampere. So he's going to do Iron Bank here. Neil's faction card, send Janos Slint back to hand to get enough gold. Probably play a Hound in to fully block. Doesn't want to fall behind. He looks like he wants to close it out in this next round for sure. Oh, Hota coming in actually to knock Aaron Dampere out. That's interesting. No Hound. And Dominus goes to the Lannister player, putting him at 13, I believe. So 2 power away from winning. And I think they're on their last plot here, round 7, no choice. We have March to the Wall into Noble Cause. So they'll obviously march that Hota, I'm sure, so we can possibly play another copy. And on the other side, we'll probably see that Priest of the Drowned God get marched. But if the Lannister player is sitting on a nice Lord or Lady there, maybe Cersei, maybe a third copy of no, Tywin's dead. Yeah, just someone big with Renown would help, I guess. I don't know if there's any more, but...
I'll go first.
That's why I brought him out, not the Hound.
Yep.
Worked out.
Made sense.
So, Greyjoy player going first, winning initiative.
Gold.
Trying to put some pressure on the Lannister player so he doesn't just close it out here. We got the Reader put into play. Sits on a gold, and that's it. Oh, no. Saw him drawn to the Reader there. Couldn't play him. He's got Dagmar in hand. I don't know if you know enough to play him. 4, 5, 6, 7. He could have played Dagmar, I think. Maybe that Rose Road was just played, though. It's too bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Jano Slit has made a reappearance here. Obviously going back to hand on the Iron Bank last turn. Comes back out here. And we got the Hound marshaled out straight up. 1 goal saved on both sides. Over to the Greyjoy player for his challenges. Can he stop the Lannister player from closing it out here, getting the 2 power he needs?
Yep.
It's going to do a power with Little Theon, who should go unopposed since everyone has higher strength on their side, the Hound and Tyrion.
Reaction. I'll draw a card.
And since it is unopposed with Unique, Reader gets a card draw there. And we're now at 12 power on the Lannister side to 3 on the Greyjoy side. I don't know, even if he's got a range trigger, not much he can do here.
Intrigue.
Maybe should have tried to push the intrigue through, see what happened. But even flipping into a red wedding, then you win with Theon, kill Jaime maybe. If he saves on a military with, yeah, he doesn't really, can't do a military also. I don't know, it's tough. Because on the save from Tyrion, he could kneel Tyrion using Aeron Damper's ability.
I'll pump to 6.
Pump to 6.
So we got the Reader coming in on Intrigue, getting buffed from the Armfleet Scout, but we have much gold spent there on Janos to fully block the Intrigue. So no range trigger, no win on the Intrigue. But now Jaime's sitting there who can do 2 challenges and the Hound. All but 1 will be unopposed. Renown on Jaime. And we have the Iron Bank played just to get more money here. Janos is used up. Why not?
Yeah, you win it here anyways.
We'll do 5 military.
So unopposed, claim of 1, and he gets a Renown on Jaime. Oh, he can stand on a save here. So he'll try to stand the Reader, but we might get a treachery on that. Nope, no treachery. And what is this? Lance Rose pays his debts. Lets him do another military or intrigue challenge, I think is what happened there. And he sends the Jaime Lannister back in on another challenge and just closes it out. So congrats to Brennan there on winning that first round. So like I said, we got more rounds coming up here from the Swiss. Thanks for role players playing on camera. Thanks to everyone scrolling by on the screen right now for donating on patreon.com and helping support this channel. You can do so by clicking the link in the description below. If you like these Thrones videos, make sure you click that like button, share these videos on social media. And like I said, stay tuned. Lots more coming up from this tournament. Some more L5 art coming. Some Worlds 2017 coverage coming up soon. So stick around to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.